Listen to the conversation.
Hi there. Can I ask you something quickly?
Sure. What is it?
Have you reviewed the draft report for the marketing campaign?
Yes, I looked over it last night. Most sections are fine, but the market analysis could use more recent data.
That's a good point. Can you update the figures before the team meeting this afternoon?
I'll contact the research department to get the latest statistics. Once I update the report, I'll send it to you for review.
Perfect. That way, we can discuss it with the team and finalize the recommendations.
Listen to the conversation.
Did you water the plants this morning?
Not yet. I was busy with some cleaning, but I managed to finish it, so I'll do it after breakfast.
Okay. Some of the leaves look a little dry. Make sure they get enough water.
I will. I'll make sure to water them carefully and remove any dead leaves so they stay healthy.
Thanks. By the way, did you do the laundry yesterday?
Yes, I did. I washed the colors and whites separately before going to bed.
That's good. Did you fold the clothes after they dried?
Not yet, but I'll do it now.
All right, sounds like you've got everything under control.
Listen to the conversation.
Thanks for coming in. Could you start by telling me why you're interested in this position?
Sure. I've always enjoyed interacting with people, and I think working at a hotel would allow me to use my communication skills every day.
I see. Have you ever worked in a customer service role before?
Yes, I worked at a cafe for 2 years. I took orders and helped solve customer complaints.
That's good experience. This hotel also has many guests from Japan. Are you confident in speaking Japanese?
Yes, I am. We have many Japanese guests at my current workplace, so I sometimes give directions in Japanese inside the theme park.
Listen to the conversation.
Are you ready to place your order?
Yes, I think so. I'd like the grilled chicken sandwich and a small salad, please.
Great choice. By the way, we have a special promotion today. Customers who order $15 or more can play a lottery. You're $2 short. Would you like to order anything else?
In that case, I'll have an iced coffee as well. That's just enough, right?
Yes. Here's the lottery. Pick a number, and the dish that matches it will be free.
That sounds fun. I'll go with this one.
Lucky you. That cheese is really delicious.
That's great. Also, could you serve the grilled chicken so it's not too hot?
Sure, I'll bring it right away.
Listen to the conversation.
Excuse me, Maria. I noticed the office printer on the 3rd floor is completely out of order. It's showing an error message and won't print anything.
Oh, not again. That model has been giving us trouble for months. Did you try restarting it? Sometimes that clears the temporary issues.
Yes, I did that twice, but the error persists. I have a stack of quarterly reports that need to be printed and mailed out by the end of the day.
I see. In that case, I'll call the maintenance company right away. They usually send a technician out within 2 hours of a service request.
Listen to the conversation.
Hello, I'm calling to book a table for 4 people for dinner this Saturday evening. Do you have any availability around 7 o'clock?
Let me check. Unfortunately, we are fully booked between 6:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. on Saturday. However, I can offer you a table at 8:15 p.m., or we have an earlier spot at 5:45 p.m.
Let me see. 5:45 p.m. is a little too early for us. I think we will take the 8:15 p.m. reservation, then.
Could I please have your name and a contact number?
Certainly. My name is Emily Parker, and my number is 555-1198. Please send a confirmation message to that number.
All right. We look forward to seeing you.
Listen to the conversation.
I finished drafting the press release for the Zion 5 smartwatch launch next month. Could you give me some feedback? I'm not sure what points I should emphasize.
Sure. I can review it right now. We need to make sure the key selling point, the 7-day battery life, is front and center. That's what sets us apart from the competition.
I totally agree. I made sure to mention the battery life in the first paragraph. I was less certain about mentioning the price point in the release. The price is also one of our selling points.
Well, that could be a good selling point too. No. Let's hold off on the official pricing for now.
Alright. I'll make that revision by the end of the day.
Listen to the conversation.
Welcome back. After much anticipation, the judges have selected one winner from our 4 excellent finalists.
And the winning artwork is... here it is.
Remarkable. This piece truly captivated the judging panel.
The overall composition and execution caught their attention.
Exactly. Look at that upper left corner. The artist rendered the crescent moon against the dark background, creating a specific, deliberate effect.
That singular detail, the interplay of shadow and illumination, was key to its selection.
An impressive piece. Now, let's bring the talented artist to the stage.
Listen to the conversation.
Hello, I'm calling about my washing machine repair appointment. It was scheduled for this morning between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m.
Could I please have your service order number?
Yes, it's 337A.
Thank you. I see your appointment. Unfortunately, our technician, Mr. Davies, is running late due to an unexpected delay at his previous job. He won't be able to arrive until sometime between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m.
Oh, that's inconvenient. I have a meeting at 3 p.m. Can you try to make it closer to 2 p.m.?
Understood. I'll relay that to him. I will make sure he adjusts his schedule as much as possible, so please rest assured. I apologize for the inconvenience.
Listen to the conversation.
Excuse me, I'm looking to buy a new cordless vacuum cleaner. Do you have the XJ500 model in stock? I saw an advertisement for it in today's newspaper.
Let me check our inventory system. Yes, we do have the XJ500. However, the one we have on the floor is the display model. We won't receive the new shipment until next Monday.
Is the display model available for immediate purchase?
We can certainly sell you the display unit today. We can give you a 25% discount on that item since it's been handled a bit.
A 25% discount? That sounds great. I'll take the display model, then.
Excellent. You will also receive this. Compared to the one originally included, it can reduce charging time by 10%, so it's very convenient.
Listen to the conversation.
I'm organizing the community's annual spring festival this year, and I'm still short on volunteers for the main food stall. Would you be able to help out?
Oh, the festival. I love that event. I can certainly help, but I can only volunteer in the afternoon. I'm playing golf that morning.
No problem at all. We actually need the most help in the afternoon.
That's good to hear. And what day is the festival this year? I remember it was usually the last Saturday in April.
It's the first Saturday in May this year, due to a scheduling conflict with the park. I'll send you an email later today with all the details.
Listen to the conversation.
I just finished these video thumbnails. Can you take a look?
Sure. They look good overall. But, what about this one? Maybe you should change it, so the person is shown fully?
Thanks. You're right. I zoomed in too much. I can fix that in about 5 minutes.
Perfect. Anyway, once you've done that, how about we grab some pizza?
That sounds great. Should we ask David to come along?
David? Isn't he the one who doesn't like pizza?
That's right. But, what about that new Italian place on Elm Street? We can still get pizza there, and they have pasta and steak, so he'd have options too.
Oh, good thinking.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi, do you have a few minutes? I wanted to discuss the vendor list for the upcoming annual exhibition.
Sure. I was just reviewing the materials myself. We have 3 main companies confirmed, but I think we need at least 2 to fill our space adequately.
I agree. I tried calling Data Dynamics earlier, but their line was busy. I also noticed that Epsilon Solutions hasn't responded to our last email.
Epsilon Solutions is a priority. Their products align perfectly with this year's theme. Would you mind sending them a follow-up email, maybe with an updated brochure attached?
Listen to the conversation.
Thank you for calling tech support. My name is Alex. How can I assist you today?
Yes, I'm calling about an issue with the Z500 we purchased last month. It keeps displaying an error 404 message and won't print anything.
I apologize for that inconvenience. The error 404 indicates a driver conflict after a system update. Could you please confirm which operating system your computer is running?
We are running the latest version of Windows 11. We hadn't used the Z500 for 2 weeks until this morning.
I see. The fastest solution is to download and install the new driver update from our website. I will send a direct link to your registered email address right now.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi Liam, I saw you going into the company gym this morning. I've been meaning to sign up, but I'm not sure how to get access.
It's pretty straightforward. You just need to fill out the online enrollment form, and HR will activate your employee badge for entry. The form is on the main intranet portal under the Benefits tab.
Oh, that's easy enough. Is the fee automatically deducted from the paycheck?
Actually, the basic membership is free now, thanks to the new wellness initiative this year. However, if you want to join any of the special classes, like the evening yoga session, there's a small extra charge for those.
That's great news. I'll enroll right after lunch.
Listen to the conversation.
Hello, I'm calling to reserve a meeting space for a training workshop next Thursday morning. The group size will be 15 people.
Thank you for calling. I see we have available space suitable for your group on Thursday morning, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Excellent. I need to confirm that this room is specifically set up for an interactive workshop, not a formal lecture.
Yes, the space is currently set up in a flexible, open layout ideal for group interaction.
Perfect. Please reserve it for us.
May I please take your name and contact number for the booking?
Would it be possible to use the contact details of the person in charge instead of mine?
Yes, that is perfectly fine.
Great. The contact is Sarah Williams, number 555-8842.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi David, I'm thinking of buying a new dishwasher. Mine just broke down, and I really need a reliable replacement quickly.
Oh, that's tough. Before you buy anything, you should definitely check out the customer reviews online. Some of the highly rated brands aren't always the best fit for small kitchens.
That's a good point. I don't have much space. Do you happen to know if the ZX7 model is a good size? I saw it advertised yesterday.
Yes, I bought that model last year. It's perfect for apartments because it's much narrower than the standard size. I really recommend it.
Great. I think I'll give it a try.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi Liam, are you having trouble logging into the language learning application? I can't seem to access any of my French courses.
Yes, I noticed that too. I was trying to complete my Spanish lesson, and the screen just froze. I think their server must be down.
That's frustrating. I was hoping to review for the test I have tomorrow. Did you try restarting your computer? Sometimes that fixes small glitches.
I did, but it didn't help. I actually checked the app's official social media page, and they posted an update saying they are aware of a system-wide outage.
Oh, that explains it. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait.
Listen to the conversation.
I see you're still coming into the gym at 6 a.m. every morning. You're really dedicated.
Thanks, Sarah. I'm trying to train for a half marathon in the spring, so I need to stick to a routine. How's your new cycling program going?
It's good, but I've been feeling persistent pain in my knee lately. I think I might have been pushing myself too hard.
Oh, you need to be careful. Have you seen the new physical therapist who started working here last week?
No, I haven't. Is he good?
His name is David, and his office is located right next to the locker rooms. You should book a consultation before your pain gets worse.
Listen to the conversation.
Congratulations, Ms. Taylor, on the win. How do you feel right now after that fantastic final 3-set match?
Thank you. I'm really happy I was able to win.
You certainly put in a lot of effort. And speaking of tough battles, your semifinal against Ms. Collins also went to a full 3 sets. Was your stamina an issue coming into today's final?
Luckily, no. My training focused heavily on endurance, and my coach gave me an excellent recovery plan yesterday. I felt strong throughout the final.
That's great to hear. Now, looking ahead, what is your next major goal?
First, I will take a week off. Then, I will start training again for the Wimbledon Open next month.
Listen to the conversation.
Excuse me, I just used the new self-checkout machine, and it charged me twice for the almond milk. I have the receipt right here.
Oh, I'm very sorry about that, sir. That specific machine has been causing issues this morning. I can fix this immediately.
Thank you. I want to make sure I get the extra $4 credited back to my card.
Absolutely. I need to process a refund right now. Could you please swipe the card you used for the transaction? We'll make sure you only paid once.
Here you go. It's frustrating when new technology doesn't work right.
I completely agree. Here is your corrected receipt. I apologize again for the inconvenience.
Listen to the conversation.
Good morning. I'm calling about your sedan. We finished the diagnostic check, and the primary issue is the alternator.
Does that explain why the engine stalled this morning?
Exactly. The battery ran down because the alternator failed. We also noticed that your front brake pads were quite worn. However, that isn't causing an immediate problem.
How much would the alternator replacement cost, and is it covered under my extended warranty?
The total cost for the alternator replacement is $550, and that is fully covered. However, replacing the brake pads would cost an additional $200.
I'd like to go ahead with the alternator replacement now, please. I'll hold off on the brakes for this visit.
Listen to the conversation.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the new book by author Sarah Miller, called The Future of Renewable Energy.
Oh, that's a very popular title right now. Let me check the system. Miller, Sarah. Ah, I see. It looks like the book is currently out of stock here in the main store.
That's disappointing. Is there any other way I can get it soon?
The main store is out, but I can check our nearby branch location. They might have a copy available for pickup.
Could you please do that?
Of course. One moment. Yes, they have 3 copies remaining at the Midtown location. I can call them and have one held for you.
That would be excellent, thank you.
Listen to the conversation.
Good evening, and welcome to the Grand Theater. May I see your ticket?
Here you go. I have a seat in row F for tonight's play. The show starts at 7, correct?
That's right. The main doors to the auditorium will open at 6:45.
Thank you. I notice the theater is quite full tonight. Where can I check my bag and heavy coat?
The cloakroom is located in the corner room, right next to the restrooms. You can drop your items there before finding your seat.
Perfect, I'll do that now. One final question, are we allowed to bring drinks into the seating area?
Generally, most regular beverages like water and soda are allowed. We just ask that you do not bring any hot drinks into the auditorium as the strong aroma can be distracting to other patrons.
Listen to the conversation.
Do you have a minute? I wanted to talk about the budget proposal for the new advertising campaign.
Sure. I just finalized the figures this morning. Overall, we're looking at a total expenditure of about $150,000, which is exactly what we allocated.
That's great news. My main concern was the cost of the outdoor billboards. I thought they might push us over budget.
They would have, initially. But I managed to negotiate a major adjustment. This resulted in the final billboard contract being secured for just $30,000.
Did you also include the cost of the video production team?
Yes, I added $40,000 for that.
Perfect. I'll pass this information directly to Ms. Davies for final approval.
Listen to the conversation.
Excuse me, I see my flight to Denver is delayed. Could you tell me why?
We've had some unexpected weather issues at the departure city, which is affecting the plane's arrival here.
I see. I have a connecting flight to Phoenix scheduled to leave at 5 p.m. Will I still be able to make that connection?
Your Denver flight is now scheduled to arrive at 4:30 p.m. That only gives you 30 minutes, which is cutting it too close. I recommend either changing to the 7:15 p.m. flight to Phoenix or transferring to the earlier Denver flight departing at 2:15 p.m.
The earlier flight sounds perfect. Please book me on that flight.
Listen to the conversation.
Room service, how may I help you?
I'd like to place an order for breakfast for tomorrow morning.
Certainly. What would you like to order, ma'am?
I'd like the continental breakfast set. Could I substitute the orange juice for grapefruit juice?
We can certainly do that. Is there anything else?
Yes. Could I have it delivered between 7 a.m. and 7:30 a.m.?
Unfortunately, that time is our peak time, and we are fully booked for deliveries. However, I can schedule it for 6:45 a.m., or any time after 8 a.m.
8 a.m. is too late for my morning meeting. I will take the 6:45 a.m. delivery, please.
Very well. It will be delivered at 6:45 a.m. tomorrow.
Listen to the conversation.
I have the marketing summary covering the first 4 months of the Aero Comfort launch.
Thank you. What are the key takeaways?
Well, the initial results were slow. Customer feedback on the shoe design and the running experience was positive, but it was clear that brand awareness was lacking.
I agree. So, how did our approach change in the second phase?
We made a significant pivot. We initiated a collaboration with fitness influencer David Jensen, and his endorsement was a huge success. The moment we launched that campaign, sales increased dramatically.
That's the news I was hoping to hear. The partnership clearly paid off.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi, I'm calling about the job posting for a research assistant I saw on your website.
Thank you for your interest. Do you have any specific questions about the role?
Yes. The ad mentioned experience with data analysis software like SPSS or R. I have a strong background in R, but my experience with SPSS is limited. Is that going to be a problem?
Not at all. Being skilled at using R is excellent, and we provide training for our specific use of SPSS. What we value most is quickly learning new tools.
How can I submit my application materials?
Please send your resume and a cover letter to the email address listed at the bottom of the job posting.
Listen to the conversation.
I'm planning to visit the Sunnyside Farmers Market this Saturday morning. Do you need anything from there? They have great fresh vegetables.
Thanks. I do need a few things. I'm completely out of eggs, and I'd like to get some of those homemade strawberry jams they sell.
I can certainly get the eggs for you. But about the jam, I remember seeing a notice last week that the jam vendor won't be there this Saturday.
Oh, really? That's too bad. Well, I'll just skip the jam then. Could you also ask the farmer who sells the squash about their growing methods? I want to know if they use pesticides.
I can definitely ask them about that. That's a great question.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi Ethan, I received my employee ID card this morning. The memo said we can get a 15% discount on all our products, like chairs and tables, but I wasn't told how to activate it.
The discount is linked to your ID, but it isn't automatically ready. You need to log into the HR portal and submit the discount enrollment form.
Oh, I see. I thought there was a dedicated phone number to call. I'm already on the HR portal, but I can't find that specific form. Where is it located?
It's under the Benefits tab, not the Payroll tab. Once you locate the form, enter your employee ID number and submit it. The job title field can be left blank unless you're in a senior role.
Listen to the conversation.
I'm thinking of taking a day trip on the 15th to see the Cape Harmony Lighthouse. I hear the view of the rocky coast from the top is supposed to be incredible.
I've always wanted to go there. And I saw the forecast for the 15th looks clear. But I looked it up last year, and I remember reading a warning that the road leading to the Cape is very narrow and winding, especially the last 5 miles.
Oh, really? That's good to know. I was planning to drive my old minivan, but maybe I should rent a different car instead. Is there anything else I need to know?
They strongly recommend buying your entrance tickets online beforehand, not just for the discount, but because they often sell out of the morning slots, especially on weekends.
That's a crucial tip. I'll book the tickets now.
Listen to the conversation.
How is the planning for the client reception coming along?
It's going well. I've already drafted a preliminary budget. I was thinking of keeping the catering costs lower this year by using local suppliers.
That's a great idea. However, the venue is a bigger concern. The grand ballroom we used last year is booked. Have you looked into any alternatives?
I have 2 options. There's the Riverside Gallery, which is slightly smaller, or the Skyline Terrace, which is more expensive but has better views.
Since we are aiming for fewer attendees this year, a smaller space might actually feel more exclusive. Could you please send me the rental costs for that venue?
I can do that. I'll include the capacity details as well.
Listen to the conversation.
Good afternoon. I'd like to check out of room 605, please. I also wanted to ask if I left a black leather notebook in the conference room yesterday. I think I forgot it after the meeting ended.
Certainly, let me process your bill. And regarding the notebook, I can contact our lost and found department. Could you tell me the name of the room you used?
It was the Aspen Suite on the 2nd floor.
Thank you. I will notify the housekeeping team to check the Aspen Suite immediately. Now, regarding your checkout, I see your final balance is $350. We've already applied the corporate rate discount of 15%, so everything is correct.
I'll use the corporate credit card on file.
Listen to the conversation.
Mark, I wanted to follow up on a memo about shifting to recycled materials for our packaging. What impact will this have on our production timeline?
That's a good question, Ms. Miller. The initial switchover will cause a delay, about 3 days, as we need to recalibrate the machinery on the assembly line.
I see. And will the unit cost of the new packaging be significantly higher? Our primary goal is to maintain our profit margin.
Fortunately, no. Although the recycled materials themselves are slightly more expensive, we expect to save money on waste disposal fees, which should largely offset the increase.
Listen to the conversation.
Are we going to take a tour for next month's trip? A flyer came in the mail, take a look at this.
That looks interesting. Let's go with a tour. But with our flight schedule, the 3-day ones might be tough.
Good point. Let's focus on the 2-day tours then. According to the flyer, there are 2 options.
I know this one's a bit more expensive, but I'm more interested in it.
Sounds good. Let's go with that. How should we book it?
There's a phone number here. I think we're supposed to call.
Got it. I'll make the call. You find us a place to eat for dinner.
Sure, I'll start looking for a restaurant nearby.
Listen to the conversation.
Do you know where the spare ink cartridges for the office printer are kept? I need to print these presentation slides immediately.
They should be in the supply cabinet in the break room, on the top shelf. Did you check there?
I just looked, but the cartridges seem to be out. Should I just go to the stationery store next door and buy a new pack?
Hold on. Before you buy anything, let me check the inventory spreadsheet. We ordered a large batch last week, so they might have been stored in the stockroom downstairs by mistake.
Okay, please check as soon as possible.
Give me 5 minutes. I'll contact maintenance immediately to get a temporary password to access the inventory spreadsheet.
Listen to the conversation.
Good afternoon. I'm checking in, but I wonder if my room has a view of the harbor?
Let me check, madam. I see your preference here. Unfortunately, the room automatically assigned to you, number 305, faces the city. However, we do have a harbor view room, number 512, available on the 5th floor, but it's an upgrade and costs an additional $30 per night.
Well, let me see. That's a bit more than I planned. Is there any harbor view room on a lower floor without the extra charge?
I apologize, but the lower floor sea view rooms are all occupied tonight.
I understand. Well, since I'm only staying for 2 nights, I'll take the upgraded room.
Excellent choice. I'll make the adjustment immediately. Here is your key card for room 512.
Listen to the conversation.
I heard you're moving from the marketing department to the operations department next month.
I'm excited, but also a bit nervous about the technical side of the logistics.
I understand. You'll be managing the new inventory tracking software, won't you?
Exactly. My manager, Ms. Davis, suggested I complete the 4-day advanced training course they offer downtown.
That sounds useful. Is it mandatory?
No, it's not mandatory, but she said it's highly recommended, especially since I need to be fully prepared before the 3rd quarter starts.
That makes sense. Oh, so you'll be covering that out of pocket.
Listen to the conversation.
I went shopping just now, but they were completely out of ground beef. I picked up the bread crumbs, eggs, and onions, but we'll need a new plan. Should we just make omuras instead?
No, I had my mind set on that. I guess we'll just have to order delivery.
Let's do that. I've also been really into YouTube lately, and we have some time before it arrives, so why don't we watch something together? Which one looks good?
I'm curious about the morning routine one.
Actually, I've already seen that one. How about the one right below it?
Yeah, that looks good too. Let's watch that one.
Listen to the conversation.
Good afternoon. I'd like to sign up for the financial planning seminar.
Certainly. Are you interested in the beginner's session at 10 a.m., or the advanced session focusing on investments at 2 p.m.?
I'm just starting to look into savings, so the morning session would be better for me. What is the fee?
The fee is $45 for the beginner's session. However, if you are a shareholder of our company, you receive a 20% discount.
That's great. I have owned shares of your company for over a year. How do I apply the discount?
Excellent. A discount voucher should have been sent to your registered address, so please bring it with you on the day, and the discount will be applied.
Got it. Thank you.
Listen to the conversation.
I would like to ask you something. The creative team just requested $5,000 extra for better sound equipment.
$5,000? That's a significant amount. Did they explain why the standard equipment won't work?
They said the location we choose, the old warehouse, has poor acoustics, and the noise will ruin the audio quality unless we rent the high-end gear.
I understand the need for quality, but we can't approve an unexpected $5,000 increase. Why don't you talk to the location manager? Perhaps we can use a different, quieter venue that costs about the same as the warehouse.
That's a great idea. I'll ask her to send me a list of alternative filming spots this afternoon.
Listen to the conversation.
I'm looking for an outdoor lighting solution for my patio. Do you have any lamps that run entirely on solar power?
Yes, we have several types. I recommend this one, the Patio Glow 2000 model. It collects enough energy during the day to stay lit for over 10 hours after sunset.
That's great. Do I need to hire an electrician to wire it up, or is it simple?
Not at all. All you need to do is mount the lamp using the included screws and point the small solar panel toward the south.
Wonderful. And what if I buy it, but the light output isn't bright enough for my patio?
We offer a full 30-day money-back guarantee on all solar products, provided you keep the original box. You can simply return it for any reason.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi, do you have a few minutes? I wanted to go over the final arrangements for the Employee Appreciation Day next month.
Certainly. I've prepared the session details. What's the next big item?
I was thinking we should have President Miller give a brief keynote speech to welcome everyone. I'm hoping that will set a positive tone for the entire day.
That's a great idea. We should nail down the timing for her now so I can send her the formal request. How about right at noon?
Noon will work. That timing is perfect for the flow of the schedule.
Excellent. I'll make the request to her office immediately.
Actually, don't worry about that. I have a meeting with her assistant later today, so I can convey the time then. Could you work on the invitation design instead?
Understood.
Listen to the conversation.
Excuse me, I'm here to pick up the laptop I left for repair last week. The service number is B407.
Just a moment, let me check that for you. B407? Yes, here it is. It's an issue with a screen hinge, correct?
That's right. Was the repair covered under the 1-year warranty?
I'm afraid not, since the damage was determined to be physical, not a manufacturing defect. However, we used a refurbished part, so the final cost is $120, which is half of the original estimate.
Oh, that's much better. I'll pay with my credit card.
Thank you. Please wait while I process the payment. Also, I'll email you the 3-month guarantee on the new hinge shortly.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi David, I noticed we are almost out of A4 copy paper in the supply closet. Could you please put in an order request for the standard 5 cases?
Oh, thanks for the heads up, Amy. I checked the inventory software earlier this morning, and it showed we still had 3 cases left.
Oh really? That can't be right. I just looked, and there's only one half-opened case on the bottom shelf. The rest of the shelves are empty.
I see. The system must not have been updated correctly. I'll make sure to double-check the physical stock count before I submit the order, and I'll send the request immediately.
Listen to the conversation.
I spent the whole morning setting up the new desktop computer in my home office. It was a massive upgrade from my old one.
That sounds like a lot of work. Did you get all your old files transferred over successfully?
Most of them, yes. But when I tried to install the photo editing software we both use, the license key was rejected. It says the key is already in use on 3 devices.
Oh, that sounds like a typical software issue. Did you call their customer support line?
I did. and they told me the only way to get a new license key is to buy the $200 professional subscription.
You're kidding me. What are you going to do now?
I asked to speak to a supervisor. I'm waiting for them to call me back with a reasonable solution.
Listen to the conversation.
Are you free now? I wanted to talk to you about something.
Yes. I don't have anything to do. What is it?
Take a look at the flyer on the refrigerator. It's more expensive than the one we talked about before, the $120 one, but its performance seems better, so why don't we get this one? We can buy it cheaply today.
Yeah, the price isn't that much different, so I think it's fine. But it says it's a limited time sale.
That's why we have to buy it today, but I have a bit of a headache and don't want to go. Could you go and buy it for me?
Got it, I'll go now. Anything else you need me to buy?
That's all. Thank you.
Listen to the conversation.
Good morning. I heard there was a problem with the shipment that arrived yesterday. Can you tell me what happened?
Yes, one of the containers was damaged during transport, so some items were in poor condition. We've already contacted the logistics company and requested an urgent replacement.
I see. We need to avoid any disruption to our production. When is the replacement shipment expected to arrive?
They said it should arrive within 2 days. In the meantime, I'm arranging to supply critical items from another warehouse so our production won't be delayed.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi, I reviewed the new supplier contract and have a few questions.
Sure, what do you need clarification on?
The payment terms seem different from our usual agreement. Could we possibly extend the payment period from 30 days to 45 days this time, considering the larger volume we're ordering?
I'll check with the supplier. They usually prefer 30 days, but I can request 45 days for this contract.
Also, there's a clause about early termination. Is that standard?
Yes, it's a typical clause to protect both parties. I'll highlight it in the summary when I send it for your approval.
Perfect. Please send me the summary as soon as possible so we can finalize it this week.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi Susan, I'm planning the schedule for the summer interns. I'm thinking of having them start on a new data entry project right away. Do you think they'll be able to handle that complex task within their first week?
That's ambitious. The data entry project requires training on our newly developed specialized software.
Right, but it's important work. Should I schedule a 4-hour training session for them on Monday morning, then?
It depends. If they all have previous experience with SQL programming, then 4 hours is plenty. If they don't, we'll need to allocate closer to 2 full days of instruction just for the basics.
I see. So, before finalizing the training time, I should check their resumes for relevant coding skills first.
Exactly. Once you know their background, the time required will be clear.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi Mr. Harrison, I wanted to discuss the incredible success of the new EcoFlow vacuum. We've been tracking its sales closely.
Yes, it's certainly exceeded expectations. I remember when we first launched it, the initial monthly sales figures were around $20,000. We were happy with that, but I'm curious what the latest numbers show.
Well, I have the report for last month here. The total revenue for EcoFlow has seen a huge jump. It's now more than triple the launch amount.
Wow, that's fantastic news. I attribute that growth to the positive customer reviews highlighting its extended battery life. We should focus our next campaign on that feature.
I agree. The marketing team is already preparing materials based on the feedback. We're planning to feature a testimonial video next week.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi, I'm considering signing up for the photography workshop next weekend because I want to improve my lighting and composition skills. Can you tell me if there are any spots left?
Let me check. It looks like we have a few spots remaining for the Saturday session, but the Sunday session is fully booked.
I see. In that case, I'd like to register for the Saturday session. Could you also tell me what time it starts and how long it will last?
Of course. The workshop starts at 10 a.m. and runs until 3 p.m. with no breaks in between. Could I have your name and email to complete the registration?
Listen to the conversation.
Hi, I'm calling about the marketing assistant position. I was recommended for the role by Mr. Jenkins in the sales department. I'm very interested in applying. Can you tell me a little more about the application process?
Certainly. The first step is to submit your resume and a cover letter through the online portal. Once we review those, we'll contact qualified candidates for a phone screening.
I see. And what is the deadline for submitting the application materials?
The deadline is the end of next week, Friday at 5 p.m. sharp. We're hoping to start the interviews the week after that.
Great, that gives me enough time. I'll start preparing my documents today and make sure everything is submitted well before the deadline.
Listen to the conversation.
We've finished testing the new accounting software. It calculates payroll much faster than the old system, cutting down processing time by nearly 40%.
That sounds fantastic, but what about the cost? Is the monthly subscription fee going to significantly impact our department's budget?
Well, the subscription is quite high. However, since the new system is so efficient, we can eliminate one of the part-time positions immediately. That saving will easily cover the monthly fee.
I'm not sure I follow. Are you suggesting that we lay off an employee based only on initial speed tests?
No. I'm just proposing a cost-saving measure that the new software makes possible. We'd need to verify the actual savings over a 3-month period first.
Listen to the conversation.
Excuse me, I have a flight departing at 10:30. Could you tell me when the security procedure starts?
Certainly. Security screening for your flight will open 1 hour and 30 minutes before departure. That means you can proceed to the security checkpoint starting at 9 a.m.
Thank you. I was worried the security lines might be long, as I noticed a lot of people already here.
I understand, but don't worry. We have special lanes for morning flights and enough staff.
That's a relief. One last thing. I got this big souvenir box. Can I take it on the plane with me?
Let me see. I'm afraid that box is too large. Our airline has a strict carry-on limit, and your item clearly exceeds the maximum dimensions allowed in the cabin. You will need to check that at the counter.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi, I just received the monthly sales report, and I noticed that our online orders dropped by 15% compared to last month. Do you have any idea what might have caused this?
Yes, I looked into it this morning. It seems our monthly chef's special promotional campaign didn't run for the last 2 weeks due to a scheduling error. That might explain the decline.
Oh, that makes sense. We should probably adjust the budget and run a new campaign immediately. Also, could you check if our email newsletter is still reaching all subscribers?
Absolutely. I'll set up the new campaign to start tomorrow and verify the newsletter delivery today.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi David, I noticed you were moving some boxes this morning. Are you finally clearing out the storeroom?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I found a bunch of old camping gear I forgot I even had, but I can't seem to find the tent poles.
The tent poles? Didn't you lend them to Liam last month for his trip to Scotland?
You know what, I think you're right. I completely forgot. I'd better give him a call. I need those poles if I'm going to use the tent this summer.
Before you do, I also wanted to ask if you were free on Saturday. We were planning a cycle ride down to the beach.
That sounds great. But I have a client appointment that day. Maybe next time.
Listen to the conversation.
I wanted to quickly ask you about the quarterly sales figures. We realized that the numbers for the Asian market were much lower than we forecasted. We really need a full breakdown of the data by product line by the end of the day.
I understand the urgency, but all my analytical tools are currently tied up with the presentation report.
I know you're busy, but the manager needs this information for a crisis meeting tonight. Can you prioritize the sales breakdown first?
I wish I could, but the presentation data needs to be uploaded to the server right now. I can start working on the sales breakdown immediately after the presentation, which should be around 4 p.m.
4 p.m. is better than nothing. Please email the data directly to Ms. Hernandez when it's finished.
Will do. I apologize for the delay.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi Mark, are you excited about the opening act?
Yes, I am. I just hope the acoustics in this hall are good for the brass section. They were muffled the last time I came here.
I'm sure they fixed that. By the way, I couldn't find a program or an information sheet when I collected my ticket. Did they provide any material?
I haven't seen any. They usually put the programs on a small stand near the main doors, but I didn't check carefully when I came in.
Oh really? I'll ask the staff, maybe they ran out.
Good idea.
Oh, before the show begins, where are the restrooms, by the way?
You walked right past them on your way in after checking in. They're just outside, next to this room.
Thanks. I'll be right back.
Listen to the conversation.
Hello, I'm calling to book a table for 4 people this Saturday evening. I'd like to sit somewhere quiet if possible, and we'll need high chairs for 2 children. Do you have any availability around 7 p.m.?
Let me check. Our 6:30 to 8 p.m. slots are mostly full, but we can offer you a table at 7:15 p.m. near the back, which is quiet, or at 8 p.m. by the window. We can also provide the high chairs. Which option would you like?
The earlier one sounds perfect. Could you please reserve it, and also make sure the high chairs are ready?
Certainly. Could I have your full name and phone number so we can send a confirmation message and contact you if anything changes?
Listen to the conversation.
Have you finished submitting your travel expenses from the conference in Singapore last week? The accounting department said the deadline is tomorrow.
Not yet. I'm having trouble with the new online system. Every time I try to upload my hotel receipt, I get an error message saying the file size is too large.
Oh, that happened to me too. You need to save the file as a low-resolution PDF before uploading it. Once you do that, it should go through without any issues.
I see. I'll try to rescan the document and change the settings now. By the way, do you know if we need to include the receipts for the taxi rides as well?
Yes, any transportation over $20 requires a receipt. You should check your wallet before you start the process.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi, Sarah. I was wondering if you've had a chance to look at the budget proposal I sent you yesterday. We really need that additional funding to hire a new graphic designer for the summer campaign.
I did see it, but the Finance Committee has already finalized the allocations for the next quarter. Adding a new position now is quite a late request.
I understand, but the workload is becoming unmanageable for the current team. If we don't get extra help soon, we might miss the launch date.
I'll see what I can do. But in the meantime, you should probably prioritize the most urgent tasks. Also, make sure to update me on any changes to the campaign schedule.
Listen to the conversation.
Excuse me. I finally found you. My daughter has been waiting all morning to take a photo with the park's main mascot. Are you available for a quick picture?
I'm very sorry, but I'm actually on my way to the main plaza for the parade starting at 1 p.m. I have to be backstage in 5 minutes to prepare.
Oh, I understand. That striped shirt really suits you. It makes you look exactly like the character in the movie.
Thank you so much. Tell you what, the parade ends at 1:30, and I'll be greeting guests near the fountain right after that. If you go there then, I'll make sure to take a photo with your daughter first.
That's very kind of you. We'll head over to the fountain and wait for you there.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi, Jason. I wanted to ask you about the project update meeting scheduled for Thursday. I noticed that the agenda hasn't been shared yet, and I'm not sure what materials we're expected to prepare.
Oh, thanks for bringing that up. The meeting is still planned for Thursday at 10 a.m. in meeting room 3, but the agenda hasn't been finalized because we're waiting for input from the finance team.
That makes sense. Some team members were asking whether they should prepare individual reports or just review the summary document from last week.
For now, they only need to review the summary document. Once the finance team sends their numbers, I'll update the agenda and send it out by tomorrow afternoon.
Listen to the conversation.
I'm having some trouble with the new client database. I can't seem to log in, even though I'm using the temporary password the IT department sent me this morning.
Oh, that happened to me yesterday, too. It turns out you have to reset the password through the company's internal portal before you can access the database itself.
I see. I didn't realize there was an extra step. Do you happen to have the link to that portal? I have a meeting with a client in 20 minutes and I need to review their history.
I have it bookmarked on my computer. Let me forward the link to your email right now. Also, once you're in, make sure to check the security tab to finalize the setup.
Thanks. That's a huge help. I'll try to get it done before the meeting starts.
Listen to the conversation.
Excuse me. I'm looking for the photography exhibition by Elena Rossi. I thought it was being held in Gallery A, but I only see landscape paintings there.
Oh, that exhibition was moved to Gallery C on the second floor to accommodate a larger crowd. It started yesterday and has been very popular.
I see. I'm actually a huge fan of her work. Is there a gift shop nearby where I can buy the exhibition catalog?
Yes, there's one right next to the main entrance. However, they are currently out of stock of the catalogs. They should be getting a new shipment tomorrow morning.
That's too bad. I'm leaving town tonight. I guess I'll just head upstairs to see the photos now.
Listen to the conversation.
Do you have any plans for our day off together next week? We should decide what to do soon.
Well, how about going hiking in the hills near Seattle? I'd love to get some fresh air and exercise.
That sounds nice, but it's supposed to rain heavily the day before. The trails will be very muddy and difficult to walk on, and I'd rather not ruin my new boots.
You're right. I didn't consider the ground conditions. What should we do instead?
How about going to that new aquarium downtown?
That's a great idea. I've heard they have a very impressive shark exhibit there.
Definitely. Sarah recommended it to me, and I've been curious about it for a while. Let's check the ticket prices online.
Listen to the conversation.
Hi, do you have a moment? I wanted to ask you about the product training session scheduled for next Monday afternoon. I noticed a message on the bulletin board mentioning a possible change.
Sure. Yes, there has been an update. Because another department needs the main seminar room at the same time, we had to change the location for the training.
I see. So will it still be held somewhere in this building, or do we need to go to a different office? And is the starting time still 1:30 p.m.?
It'll still be in this building, specifically, Conference Room B on the 3rd floor. The start time hasn't changed, and I'll send an updated notice to everyone by email later today.
Listen to the conversation.
Excuse me, Ms. Davies. That was a really informative presentation on renewable energy sources.
Thank you. I'm glad you found it useful. Do you work in the energy sector?
Yes, I'm a researcher at Nebula Labs. I was wondering if you could recommend any follow-up literature or papers on the topic of grid stabilization you briefly mentioned.
Certainly. There's a new technical paper by Dr. Hayes from Pacific University that is highly relevant. I can send you the full citation and a link to the abstract.
That would be perfect, thank you. Could you please send it to the email address on my name badge?
No problem at all. I will send that over as soon as I get back to my office.
Thank you for watching.